Hello, today I'm with Gary, one of my students, and we're going to talk about the bong sound. A bit close, and I punch through, he bongs. I draw back, I punch, he bongs. I draw back, he bong. This is a little drill you can do. Bong is here. Unlikely you're going to do that many in succession, but that's what a bong looks like. If I'm standing close to Gary like I just was, and I punch, he can bong quite nicely. It makes some degree of sense. One of them at least makes some sense. But after that first one, he would probably counterattack and search for an advantage. Good. Why is he doing a bong? Look, when I retract, I'm lowering his hand with my elbow. Yeah, because when I push, I'm pushing in to get pressure. I'm not playing some light little soft game. I'm pushing in to establish pressure. And because I've got pressure, there's a movement that comes about from my partner. That movement, when I move my elbow, he sticks to me. Sticking hands, for example, right? So that's a binding energy, causes a stick. So when I move on, his other hand intercepts. Bear in mind that all of our defenses really want to be attacks. Yeah, that's what they want to be. It's like the elements, they want to be the noble gases, right? All of our defenses want to be attacks. So when I go towards him, really he just wants to punch. But something's occupying this line, so he folds and he redirects and he rotates and he gets prepared to then continue what he really wants to do, which is to attack again. Bang, 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 bang. If I punch towards Gary, what many people do is that they raise their hand straight up. So if I go here, Gary's lifting his elbow up. And this is the wrong expression for bong. It doesn't function in that way. The other thing that people do wrong is they'll push this section forwards. So if Gary turns, they're not quite that bad, yeah, and they'll do something like this, where this is happening. And then you'll get bashing of the bones, right? And what sense does it make for me to turn this way to try and deflect force and create a flat surface? Surely I'm just putting a roadblock in the way, right? So there we go. We allow some movement on this section of the arm. This is flexible. This is well structured. Then you have a balance of forces. What we should be aiming for roughly is the shoulder, the elbow, the height of the shoulder. So that then everything is within your frame, your structure, the height, and your body is behind the technique. If your body's behind the technique, it can give you a major contribution. If I was standing a little bit further away from him, more like I would be on the road, here, do nothing for personal please, and I strike towards Gary, I'm striking here. I do not go through that mid space where bong intercepts. When I'm standing close to Gary, my hands, elbows low, I go through the mid space, I've passed his wrist, that's important as well. And that's when his elbow flips into a bong. Nice work. Now that's only because I came from here and I was passing through that midline. Like I said before, here, no hope, no hope, no hope. And that's what's gonna happen on rock, bang, 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 you're in trouble. It'd be better to use your paksao, your high gang, your jump, whatever the longer distance techniques are. You have to understand there's some techniques for close, there's some techniques for far. Bong is not one of the ones I would suggest using from far, because you have to go out of your territory if the person's punching properly. Here, stay there a second. Now if I were to go this one, bong is an option. You'd probably use this hand to intercept, but bong is an option because I've gone from far to close, and now I've got to pass through that zone where bong can exist. There's your bong sound mechanics.